Good afternoon. At a recent board meeting, the CEO and CMO of Altius presented the company's new golf ball strategy, Elevate, for consideration. At the meeting, several board members expressed concern the Elevate strategy would damage the brand, undermine the pricing architecture, and impair margins permanently. To address these concerns, DHJ Consulting was engaged to review and evaluate the proposed strategy, and we are pleased to present our analysis and recommendation to the board. My name is Glenn, and along with Ryan, Greta, Eshna, and Andrew, we'll take you through the key findings of our report and suggestions on how Altius can best respond to current industry trends. Altius has an enviable position in the golf ball market. A successful marketing strategy linking its brands to the best players in the world has seen Altius become the undisputed market leader in golf balls. Altius currently enjoys unrivaled market penetration, brand equity, and customer loyalty. However, the market for golf balls is changing, and several unstoppable trends have emerged. Fewer participants and lower player engagement levels have seen a reduction in the total market for golf balls in the US. Players are becoming increasingly cost-focused, which is eroding the value of brand loyalty. Altius is currently overexposed to the premium golf ball segment, with 60% of company revenue and 85% of profit coming from this segment. As a result, the recent economic downturn and industry trends have disproportionately impacted the company's sales and market share. Player demographics are also changing, with fewer young and new players choosing to play the sport. The marketing strategies of Altius competitors have responded to these trends and are resonating with the market. Relying on the success of the old marketing strategy and consumer loyalty risks further erosion of Altius's market share. These trends present a clear case for change, but to be successful, this change must be part of a holistic marketing strategy that moves the brand forward and connects golfers of all levels and abilities to the Altius brand. A coordinated approach that increases the accessibility of Altius's high-quality performance products to a broader cross-section of the golf ball market will be critical in reversing current performance and delivering the opportunity for a new era of growth to the company. An opportunity that can see Altius balls being used by every player wherever they are at on their golfing journey.
Thank you, Glenn, for introducing DHJ Consulting and elaborating on why we support idea of fighter brand. In following few slides, I will talk you through reason why decision was made to launch the fighter brand, what is this fighter brand, and a strategy to make this fighter brand a success. Altius recently conducted a consumer research. The company segmented consumers into three categories: loyalist, enthusiast, and brand agnostics. The survey suggested that more consumers than before were now open to trying competing golf balls, specifically more agnostic than before. The research also had the following findings. 35% of golfers who did not buy Altius cited price as a deterrent to buying. 45% of lapsed golfers and 53% of non-golfers cited higher cost as the top reason for not playing good at all, ahead of lack of time and believing the sport to be difficult. 20% of Altius customers, 26% of all current golfers, and 48% of lapsed or non-golfers would be willing to try non-conforming ball. The insight from survey had played a significant role in shaping the Elevate strategy. The Elevate strategy is proposed to ensure Altius secures longer-term leadership position in the market and add revenue stream. Table above shows Altius's existing product range, that is Victor TX, which is a premium line and comes in two versions: maximize distance and feel around the ground. The second range of product is Victor, which is mid-range and comes in two versions, that is distance and control. Altius has identified Elevate as a new fighter brand and a product that would come in four versions: for fast, medium, and slow swing, as well as non-conforming offering. Now, analyzing fighter brand and strategy for success. Fighting brand strategy is one of the oldest approaches. Unlike old-fashioned brands and intended with a set of target consumers in mind, fighter brands are precisely formed to battle low-price competitors that pretend to steal market share away from company's premium brand. DHJ Consulting has conducted some work to ensure Altus achieves those goals while attaining a sustainable level of profits. I would like to discuss a strategy below which will help Altius elevate strategy to be a success. Number 1. Value creation of product extension. Level of value formation distributed by product extension is a major instrumental to withstand long-term result to the strategy. Generating values are pretend either through physical product or emotional experiences. In deciding which values put into the product, Altius has considered from multi-perspective of customers. At retailer's point, products such as Elevate will be value benefits of maximizing self-space are likely to offer positive financial returns to retailers. Number 2. Consumer focus. Normally, a successful brand has its origin in the acknowledgement of an unmet consumer need, but fighter brands instigate with a competitor and premeditated success it has achieved or threatens to achieve against Altius. To avoid a possibly serious competitor orientation, Altius will need to apply the same degree of consumer focus for a fighter brand as they have with mid-range and premium brands.
The next key element which sits alongside a considered pricing structure is the location at which the potential customers are presented with the products Altius has to offer. Altius currently has a lion's share for sales of golf balls in the Pro Shop arena, a massive 67.5% of all balls sold in fact, with nearly 100% market penetration. We have an opportunity to gain significant ground though is through the off-course vendors, in particular the large outlet style shops which are hugely popular with the recreational and casual golfer. The Pro Shop. Pro Shop golf ball sales are dominated by the Victor product lines. This is a market position which we all want to defend and maintain. DHJ recommends the introduction of the Elevate FF product into this arena sat alongside the Victor range. This will ensure visibility of the Elevate ball, the association with the premium quality that is known of the Victor range, but adds a product to the Pro Shop shelves which appeals from both a quality and pricing point for the casual and recreational golfer. These are the people that can be easily swayed to make a purchase at the Pro Shop because they know the quality and recognise it and see the value in purchasing right there and then, instead of making a special trip to a large special outlet at a later date. The golf supermarket. So the off-course retail outlet offering has changed substantially over the last few years. Fewer and larger stores with larger product ranges and significant buying power means these retailers have a large range of golf balls for sale by different manufacturers. DHJ believes this is the best retail outlet to market the Elevate and FF and Elevate NC products as a premium quality, low cost product providing a greater perceived customer value when compared with competing brands. DHJ identifies the huge opportunity in this market segment. For each point of market share gained in the off-course sales, this equates to around a potential increase of $2.7 million. So what about the future of ball ownership? DHJ wants to expand the current Altius retail strategy by opening up new platforms of retail and greater ways to engage with their customers. Vendor-sponsored operated member communities have proven very successful, providing opportunities for new and existing customers to connect with Altius. Think about it. Recreational and casual golfers who purchase the new Elevate range can connect with like-minded players on the community forum. And Altius can be there, right beside them, through their development journey as they learn and improve, elevating their golf skills to new heights. This in turn allows Altius to introduce Elevate customers to the professional Victor and Victor TX ranges as the new golfers develop. The online community can be linked to an online store. It would even be possible to set up subscription services or a loyalty system which allows Elevate customers to easily try and test Victor products.
Thank you, Eshna. Fighter brands, as we've just heard, are effectively a reaction to a changing market. What we at DHJ would like to do with Altius, however, is to turn that reaction into action. Not allow you to become a market follower, but to retain your position as market leader. A core focus of the DHJ proposal in order to achieve this is to get the pricing right within our overall strategy. This will ensure brand equity is retained and strengthened, the premium offer is not cannibalised, revenues grow and new target markets start their journey into golfing being raised by Altius, raised by the best. Altius's unique value proposition is that it is synonymous with prestige. Its credibility amongst golfers is unmatched. Its brand aligns directly with world leaders in the game. This has allowed you to rely on your reputation, to get the customer to come to you, to seek you out. Altius elevates as a shift in that position and puts you squarely in conversation with the customer. You are listening and responding to a new generation's tastes and unmet needs. Unmet needs are not static. They develop and change as we develop and change. They grow. Importantly, what Elevate signals is a stepped approach to becoming a part of the Altius family. Steps that will take the customer on a journey from beginner player to the heady heights of tournament winners. It's first good. We can have fun and it's easy to get that sense of achievement. Then better. I'm getting a little bit more serious about this now. I'm letting my competitive streak shine a little brighter. And finally, best. The sweet smell of success. The good, better, best approach is well tested and signals price points and perceived values of attributes that allow the consumer to identify his or her unmet need along a spectrum. A great example of this was Southwest Airlines in 2007, their unveiling of the Business Select ticketing, for which between $10 and $30, customers had the opportunity to access additional amenities, including priority seating. Through this stepped pricing approach, the company not only garnered higher margins from the high-end flyers, they also attracted new customers keen for the best available seat on an otherwise unassigned seating flight. And what do today's potential golfers value, and how can we appropriately step up the value add from Altius? Recreational engagement, non-conforming balls, low entry costs, ease of achievement. Pricing can send strong signals that address these desires. Studies have shown that the good, better, best approach will not only put the customer at ease in decision making, but it has a tendency to elevate revenue levels at the mid to top end of the price range, as long as the lowest price is appropriately situated on the pricing scale. Too cheap, and as we've heard from Eshna, it will cannibalise profit margins in the mid-range offer. Priced just right, however, as we've seen with Southwest, it will inspire consumers to buy at a higher level as they seek not to be perceived as being too cheap. We can start to play this game on our terms, as young as we like. And the value of starting with a non-conforming ball is, of course, that you have quick access to a level of achievement, but it will not get you into a position of credibility as your competitiveness grows. And then the step up to the second tier of Elevate becomes quickly more appealing. As consumers, we can choose the Altius ball that presents us with the ability to achieve and be perceived as we wish. DHJ, of course, would conduct specific market research, but early indications lead us to propose a 4-tiered pricing approach, thereby alleviating the psychological leap from starter costs through to the professional experience. And looking at this slide here, you'll see that we have made a relatively slight but highly significant shift in the proposed pricing scale. This pricing approach signals Altius is committed to your sporting journey as you grow, raised by the best from the very first moment you walk onto a driving range.
For Altius to successfully promote the Elevate product, they must create an effective integrated marketing communication strategy. This is done by firstly identifying the target audience. Now, the on-course segment current main marketing effort, as it has the largest margin for the company and makes up about 70% of Altius' total ball sales. Marketing efforts for the Victor TX within the on-course segment must remain. However, existing brand equity combined with customer loyalty can allow for a shift of financial priority towards the off-course segment. Now, the off-course segment accounts for 60% of total units and 55% of total sales in the US market. Elevate marketing strategy would be aimed towards this target audience, targeting the new or lapsed golfer that wants the game to be easier as well as more affordable. Next is determining marketing communication objectives. Altius needs to explain to existing and potential customers how and why the Elevate product is used, by whom, where and when. Clearly explain the relevant need, making golf easier and more affordable, and how Elevate solves this need. The ultimate goal is to convince retailers to stock the new Elevate line and consumers to purchase the new product. Next, design communication strategy. This is done by firstly selecting the message strategy. Altius represents real golf and real golfers focusing on an ego satisfaction reward promise following results of use experience. Next, select creative strategy. Focus on a transformational appeal that stirs egotistical and social emotions to promote consumers to purchase. And finally, select message source. Use pro golfers and other reputable figures that have expertise, trustworthiness, and likability in order to promote and be the source of the desired marketing message. Then, Altius must select communication channels and the marketing mix. The push strategies that could be used are sales promotion, which has potential for short-term incentive program to get the Elevate product out into the market, such as giving away Elevate balls in a competition or a 2-for-1 deal. Experiential marketing, organising events similar to Altius competitors such as Primera's Play Your Way sessions, however retaining Altius positioning as a premium leader by showcasing all balls but explaining that the Elevate is a stepping stone to the Victor and Victor TX range of balls. And personal selling, Altius salespeople go into events and on-course peak times to promote the brand but also answer questions and give guidance to new enthusiast golfers. Pull strategies would include advertising, which is the promotion of the Elevate ball via print media, broadcast media, electronic and online media, and display media. And online and social media marketing. Altius could look at creating an online brand community via popular social media outlets based around real golfers who only use Altius balls like professionals. Blogs and chat groups could be created in which like-minded golfers could communicate and share stories, tips, techniques, and experiences with one another. Next, Altius must set the IMC budget and a budget for each tool utilised. Establish an objective and task method of allocating budget priorities to the different communication channels. And finally, evaluate effectiveness. There is a need to measure the impact of the IMC and its effectiveness on communicating its marketing message by questioning consumers and analysing behavioural information. This IMC can be utilised to effectively communicate Altius's marketing strategy to the target segment.
We recommend the board implement a modified Elevate strategy that creates a cohesive brand story that consumers can relate to, a single campaign voice that communicates Altius's unique product lineup and leverages their unrivaled brand equity, can deliver a strong message that Altius is fun and accessible and can be with you from the moment of your first interaction with the sport through to the ultimate achievement of your goals as a player. The strategy must also differentiate the Elevate product line while enhancing the overall Altius brand to ensure the target market and value proposition is understood, or risk creating more noise in a sea of off-course retail options for lower-end golf balls. The strategy should also align the pricing architecture for the product line with the value assigned by each target market, while also considering consumer pricing psychology to optimize revenue and margin. The Elevate strategy will mitigate the risk of further revenue loss to competitors by increasing exposure to the total golf ball market and creating future revenue growth pathways for the company by allowing new or younger players to develop their game with the #1 golf ball brand. The strategy also presents valuable co-marketing and branding opportunities with the new USGA initiatives. If marketed well, the Elevate range can complement Altius' existing products and become an important source of future revenue growth by attracting new customers to the brand and retaining existing customers within the brand. Altius, fun, affordable, accessible, the best. Thank you.